Good morning, Year 8s. In today's lesson, what we're going to be doing is learning about Python language. First of all, I would like you to read the learning objectives. We're going to be learning about what computer programming is using the language called Python. You will also learn about how to use the idle program which is needed to write Python code. And finally, you should find out what the differences are between the interactive shell and the script mode. So I'm going to give you guys 5 minutes. You need to go into your iMac screen, click on Launchpad for starters, and then in the search I would like you guys to type in IDLE. You should be able to open up the idle program and then we'll take it from there. So looking into the first objective, finding out what is computer programming. It's simply coding, writing instructions for a computer to perform a certain task. It's just like programming in Scratch. For example, the calculator program you guys made last year, or the quiz program you guys created. It's simply writing a sequence of instructions that can solve a particular problem, and that's what computational thinking is all about. So what you guys are going to be doing today is, firstly, I would like you guys to open up this PowerPoint, which is the teacher's presentation, and just read through the notes for your own information. Once you've gotten up to slide number 8 or 9, I would like you guys to open up IDLE. This is IDLE, and it's basically, it stands for the Integrated Learning Environment, where you can type in Python code. What you see in front of you is called the interactive shell. Why is it interactive? It's because you can simply type in the Python code and you can execute it there and then and find out what the outcome is going to be. So if I've typed in the code over here, all I need to do is press enter and I'll be able to see that the command is executed and it displays the greeting hello world. So that's what the interactive shell is all about. We're going to be using the interactive shell in the first lesson, which is today, and if you're able to finish off the main tasks, then I might get you guys to work on the script mode, where we're going to be creating some wonderful pieces of art using our keyboard symbols. In other words, they're called ASCII symbols, where you can simply create drawings like cat, elephant, or things like trees, all created by using simple text symbols. So let's get started. The first thing that I want you guys to do is to try out the very first command. It starts off with the print command. You need a bracket opening, a speech mark opening, and then you need to type in whatever greeting you want to display. You want the computer to display onto the screen. Then you can end this with a speech mark, of course, and a closing bracket. I want you guys to try out this code. If it is working properly, that would basically show up as a blue hello world greeting. As soon as you've done that, I would like you guys to try out the different lines of code to see which ones would work and which ones would actually fail to execute, and explain why that's the case. So I would like you guys to try out all 4 commands, and in your learning logs explain exactly where do you think the error is being caused. You've got about 10 minutes to have a go at this task, please. Thank you. Alright, so as you've come to the conclusion that there were errors being caused due to certain issues with the syntax. Anything that is slightly missing, or it's not completed properly in the code, causes a syntax error. It's literally error resulting from making a mistake within the structure of the program. Just like getting the grammar wrong when you're writing English, an English essay. So, for example, the first one would have an issue with the capital letter. The second one would also have the second one would actually work properly because obviously that's got the complete structure. The brackets are present, including the speech marks, and the print command is starting with a small letter. This one is missing speech marks, number 3, and the last one is obviously missing the brackets. So syntax errors are very common when you type in code. You have to make sure that you are continuously looking out for colons, brackets, speech marks, apostrophes, and also spelling of Python words have to be exactly right. If you get the spelling incorrect, obviously the computers are quite dumb. They wouldn't be able to run this code properly, and obviously they're going to be they're not going to run the program. Simple as that. Okay, once you finish, we're going to start the next lesson, which would be based on carrying out certain calculations using Python language.